One that you wanna listen to. One that you wanna listen to. One that you wanna listen to.
This is James Appleton reporting for MerTV, Manchester Underground Rap. Today I'm back in central Manchester over in St Anne's Square with another very special guest of mine. This time it's Grim. Thanks Grim, how you doing man? Thank you so much for coming along today and speaking to myself and also the fans at MerTV. So you've got a brand new record label that's just opened and that is a massive shout for 2010. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Grim Things Entertainment, it's going to be a new record label opening during the summer. August, July time. Obviously we're going to be kicking off with a new album, a few new mixtapes and getting as many artists involved as possible. We're working with MerTV, obviously because you're the best.
Thanks man.
We've got a lot going on and really about the movements with 2010. Yeah. It's all about what it actually is, and that's bringing back a joyful sort of soulful sound to music because we've had enough of it now. So Grim Things Entertainment, look out for that. The website is www.grim-things.com.
And also you've got a brand new CD that's been released as well, haven't you? Is it volume 1, is it?
Yeah, it's my very first full featured album called Grim Over the Baseline. It's sort of following the theme of my very first mixtape, but obviously the fixtures are different.
Right.
I'm working with 19 tracks this time, so I've got to produce content and raw content because I'm looking to obviously hit back on a more soulful side. Yeah. So instead of grime, I'm going to be taking grime forward and raising the bar with it.
Yeah, last time I was speaking to you as well, Grim, I mean, you were telling me, weren't you, that you're actually going to be doing something different with your album and sort of releasing different types of sounds. I mean, that sounds big. I mean, because it sounds, you know, something different for Manny, you know, for 2010.
Well, I'm looking to get my guitar out of the closet and I'm looking to open it up and sort of do maybe a Plan B grime track, but
yeah,
a solo track.
Yeah, yeah.
So a raw acoustic sound, maybe something like Oasis, but mixing it up with me over the lyrics and just lacing the track in the studio. Though it's probably going to be a work in progress as I'm going along with it. I'm not really going to walk in there with a structured idea in my head. I'm just going to flow with it. The
good thing is you're flexible. So he's going to be in it from all different angles. That's the best way to be as well, because I mean, I suppose a lot of people are sort of like one-track minded, but it's always good to be a bit more tactile, isn't it? Yeah. When it comes to the business. So I mean, are you doing any collabs? Any big collabs with anybody at the moment? Is anybody jumping on board, you know, with you at the moment?
A lot of the signed artists from Grim Things Entertainment are going to be jumping onto my album. They're going to be bringing out their own mixtapes as well, just short features, a few singles. We're also going to try and collab with a few artists outside of Grim Things Entertainment to sort of mix it up, maybe bring them in on the promotional work and stuff. See if we can get some artists who don't have a signing signed, and where it goes from there, I don't know.
That's it. I mean, it's nowhere to start. I mean, you got all these great ideas. I mean, I bet you're struggling to think, well, where do we sort of start here? But the thing is, I've noticed in Manny this year, things are starting to change for the better, aren't they? I mean, it's great because I mean, through the website, I mean, people have done some great collabs. I mean, it's exciting stuff, isn't it?
Well, very exciting. People want to drop this whole scene looking on where it's just a certain set and a certain clique, and it's not about what grime actually is. Like, interviewing someone before, they said grime is just a load of violent chat and skeng talk. I agree with them completely, and that's what it's about. We're wanting to sort of change people's views and opinions on what it actually is, because I'm not a grime artist like that. I like to express myself in a more I'm a grim guy, I'm not a violent guy sort of thing. But what can you do really? If people want to think like that, people can think like that, but
that's it.
Trying to get people as excited as possible and trying to sort of make them think otherwise about what they see.
Yeah. For real, and as well, with that type of approach, it only tends to go so far, then it fizzles out. But you're starting to look at the more there's what I call mainstream stuff. You know, you widen the market a bit there, so you look into it. You take a different approach, which is a massive thing to do. And I think you know, I think that itself is a massive thing for you.
Yeah. Well, about taking a different approach, James, my current saying is it's better to burn out than to fade away, because I'd rather go out in flames than to just smoke and then that's it, it's over. So instead of shrouding people's minds with smoke and clouds and illusion, I'd rather just stick myself out there, and if people don't like it, people don't like it. If people like it, then I'm there. Do you get me?
That's it. And as well,
that's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. You can always do. You can only do your best, can't you? And also, as well, we've got a lot of younger artists on board at the moment. And a lot of people I've been hearing that have been taking, sort of pointing the finger and taking the mick out of them. But what people don't realise is MurTV is for everybody. It's not about, you know, how big you are. It's about giving everybody a fair chance, a fair crack of the whip. So what would you say to somebody that's sort of starting out in the business? What advice would you give them?
Be yourself. Don't try and copy no one else, because at the end of the day, you're never going to get nowhere. The best thing to possibly do is to get your own style. Once you've got your own style, you've got your own flow, you've got your own fashion sense. That's it. Then you're working. A really big important thing is trying to set your first impressions and set the best first impression you can, because you don't want to be fooling around with anyone's heads. If you're a certain person, be that person.
And that's it. There's a lot of new sounds coming out as well this year. There's supposed to be something called Gindi that's coming out. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's supposed to be a mixture of sort of like, I think it's grime and indie music combined. And I've noticed a lot of artists are starting to. I think that's going to be a big summer thing, because they're starting to mix the acoustics and electric guitars with the rap, and it's a fantastic, it's a good combination. It's something unique. It was maybe that's something you maybe thinking of doing in the future.
Obviously, with the live music performance, I've done that in the past, and I've worked with live bands as I've been spitting bars. But it sounds like a very exciting movement to sort of get involved with, Gindi. It's got a very unique name and a unique sort of appearance and set. I've not really looked into it that much, so I couldn't exactly hold an opinion on it. But working with live bands myself, I can actually say it's good work, it's fun, and it sort of gives you more of a range on what you're looking towards and a sound you want to get.
Puts a bit of an edge on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. When you get the raw sort of acoustic drum set and you get in a bass guitar and your electric guitar and you're putting strings on there and maybe a little keyboard or something, it gets to be a good sound, and it actually brings the whole thing together instead of just being a DJ up on stage and you there with a microphone. It makes it a lot more fun for the audience and a lot more fun for everyone backstage and people involved. So
that's what I mean. It's good as well because it's attacking both markets. It's attacking the sort of the grime, the dubstep and all that market, but it's also getting the other market as well. So it's a sort of like a joint crowd. So you're getting more of a select crowd there, aren't you, as well? So it's a big shout. Well, I want to thank you anyway for coming along today, Grim, and speaking to myself and also the fans at MurTV. It's a big year, 2010. I'm looking forward to getting a copy of your album because I've got a massive collection. I always like to collect them, so it's gonna be good, man. So I wish you all the best with what you're doing. So this is James Appleton reporting for MurTV, Manchester Underground, with a special guest here, Grim. It's going straight out to you all. See you all soon, and bye for now.